What's also Simmers, and welcome into a brand new video. This is a very special video to make because we hit 20,000 subscribers. 20,000 of you decided to hit that subscribe button. That just absolutely blows my mind, specifically because we only celebrated 10K 4 months ago. This is absolutely bonkers. My mind is blown. Thank you all so much for the incredible support over the past few months. I have been loving doing YouTube. I've been loving it for 3 years at this point, but I've been loving creating videos that you guys enjoy watching. I've been loving reading all your comments, seeing so many people play through the pack legacy, seeing so many people get enthusiastic about modding their game, making save files. So thank you all so much for the support. And in honor of hitting 20K, what could we do in The Sims that is usually also 20K? You guessed it right. We're going to build a starter home. I'm very excited. I haven't built a starter home in a long while, but I always feel like making starter homes in The Sims is so incredibly fun to do. And I'm going to challenge myself today to actually get to 20K as precisely as I can. This might be a challenge because obviously I don't have full influence on all of the prices in The Sims, but I'm going to try to actually hit that 20K exactly because I just feel like that's a fun extra added challenge. I'm going to try to actually make the house look good and actually make it fit maybe 1 or 2 Sims that are just starting out their lives for you to download from my gallery if you're just starting to play the game. So let's hop into game. Let's not waste any time and let's start building a cute starter home. I just loaded up a Willow Creek because I always feel like whenever I'm doing a starter home, I know there is plenty of worlds that you can start your game in, but it always feels good to go back to the oranges of the game and actually go to a base game world. However, I won't be building just base game because I do enjoy using a lot of packs, as you all know, but I'll try to, well, maybe I shouldn't make promises I cannot keep. I was gonna say I will try to not use too many packs, but at this point that's just completely unrealistic and I know it for myself. I will actually keep an eye on what is going on over here. The lot value is currently 0 and I want to see if I can get that to 20,000. However, that does mean that if you place it in game, technically you also have to pay for the lot itself, so it might be a little bit more expensive, but I do like the challenge of the 20K build. So let's actually get started. And like I said, I want to make a build that would suit maybe 2 Sims at least. Potentially even have like a little nursery or a place for your Sims to have a kid. But let's actually start with just a cute house shape. Okay, the first thing we're changing is we're definitely gonna go to short wall height. I like the idea of maybe having like a little hallway where your Sims can enter, then that can be the living room. We can have a nice big kitchen off of the living space where we can also, I'm not sure, maybe it should go like this because then it should be big enough to also have a dining table in there. And I said I wanted to have a bedroom. I'm doubting if I can make it a 2-bedroom apartment. It would be really nice if I could manage that though. So let's actually try. We can do like a small bedroom off the side and then we can have a bathroom. I was gonna say a bathroom over here, but that makes 0 sense if you think about the floor plan that I'm going for here. So let's actually move the bathroom. Maybe we can have it over here, like so. The question is, can I roof this? Like this on its own is not too bad, but now the big question is, can I actually roof it? So let's give that a try. Okay, I'm already seeing a huge problem with what I've created here for myself, and that is the roof line over here. This is absolutely not working for me, and I think it's because I have a bump out over here. So I can solve that by either going like this and kind of tucking all of this in a little bit so that the bathroom goes like this. I guess that would work with the kitchen. We will probably still have enough space, and I think I can make this work. I can always add something else if it turns out that it doesn't work. I kind of would like to make the hallway a bit bigger too. We can, even if we do it like this, have the door into the bathroom over here. Although with a shape of a bathroom like this, it is always far more useful if you actually can have the door in the middle. So I might have to go like this. The question is, can I make that work with the roof? I think I should be able to. Like, sure. I'm not sure if I like this roof line, but I guess it's what I'm gonna work with for now. Then my next problem is that I have a part of the roof here, which I absolutely do not like. So I might have to go back and kind of change what I'm doing over here. Though maybe that is something I can fix with a roof like this. I don't hate that. I don't like it that much either. I know I've done better than this. I think my problem is the main roof. I think I went about this the wrong way. and I chose the wrong thing as the main roof. Let's actually try to do this again and see if I can have a different part be the main roof. You know what? Maybe we should go for a roof like this. I think maybe we should go for this and then from here have these bump outs. Actually, that makes a lot more sense because that roof can like go all the way straight through. I'm just gonna have to figure out how I want to do this roof because this right now, I do not like this connection at all. I'm just not a big fan of this part of the roof, so we might actually have to move that around. Hold on. Can I move this room over here? That still creates a very similar problem. I'm gonna spend 50% of this build just struggling with the roof at this point. This is what I mean when in my builder's bootcamp. I know my builder's bootcamp is years old, but at this point, everything that I say in there is still so valid because this is why you shouldn't create builds that are terrible to roof, because this is what you create for yourself. I absolutely did this to myself. I mean, I guess what I could do, because now what I've created in the kitchen is that this is terrible to work with. Like, I would have to redo the floor plan. I guess I can just do that. Like, I could just redo the floor plan and fix it that way. But this all works pretty well. So now I'm like, do I just move everything a little bit so I can have that room off of the side? Does that even go off the side? It does. Okay, maybe actually that is better. And then I'll just go like this. I think that works. Although, hold on. Oh no, oh, that is terrible. What have I done to myself? Okay, at least now the roof line is actually fitting with what I made. Let's see if I can make sense of this floor plan now, because the only thing that I truly do not have a space for is the bathroom. I mean, technically I could just add it over here, I guess. Like, let's say you add the bathroom like this, and then we can have this roof coming off of it like so. Does that make sense? I don't think that does make sense, Ro. Oh my God, what am I doing? Okay, hold on. Can I go like this and then just go like this? Have that like connect to that roof. Hold on. I guess that could work. I mean, now it's just like a cornered roof. I think this works. Okay, I am just gonna run with this. This is what we're working with. I've almost spent 5K simply on creating this house. I might actually want to have a foundation on this house. This might be a huge mistake, by the way, but I'm just going to try it. And doing something that I'm pretty sure I cannot afford, which is placing columns. But I want to try, okay? I'm trying to make the dream white picket fence right here. You know, like the cheapest but prettiest home one can have in The Sims. That's what we're going for right now. Let's look at that. Then they'll have like a little wraparound porch, and we can actually have maybe like a little bench or something out there. I think that's really cute. Okay, I specifically think we can save a lot of money on doors and windows. And my problem is I would love to have a double door, but I don't think we can afford it. Oh, also, I really need to turn my CC off because we cannot use that. So the biggest or like the cheapest double door we have is 200. We also have this front door, which is just 50. Okay, at this point, I feel like I am so inclined to just go for that one. Maybe we can go for a yellow front door. I kind of love that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I already really love using this one. I don't think we're gonna do a back door. I might do like some gardening space or something outside. I was gonna say outside, but I don't think I'm actually gonna go for like a back door because that's an extra door and extra stairs that I don't think we can afford at this point. We are gonna need some foundation. Let's just go for that one. I think that's pretty nice. And I also want to make sure that I have some decent wallpaper on the outside. Let's go for something not too expensive. I would like to use one of the ones that are like 2 Simoleons because I think that's the best option considering we're not going to have a lot of money. But if I go for paneling, that's 2 Simoleons. I basically have very few options. Like, I have these, but I genuinely don't think that they work as outdoor wallpaper. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm not building a cabin. That's the thing. So maybe I should go for brick. We do have some nice 2 Simoleon brick, like even just the base game ones. I really like the ornate brick. That's like one of my favorite bricks in the whole game. Do I go for a brown brick house? Is that the vibe that I want to go for my 20K build? Like, I don't know. I don't think that's giving what I want it to give, you know? I've built prettier houses than this. Okay, maybe Road, do not try to save a lot of money on the outside of the house like this because you're gonna regret it. Like, maybe just go for the simple sliding, even though it is 4 Simoleons. Do I just go for a classic suburban, like a blue suburban house with a yellow door? And then we could even, if we wanted to, we can do like some stone accents. I do feel like that will definitely look like a starter home though. We can go for some cute blue brick. I never used that brick, but I think it's pretty cute. And we can have like different features of the house in that color, like different elements. Bring out that natural vibe a little bit. I like that. The only thing I'm kind of not liking right now is the back of the house. Like we have the back wall that is just awkward, but I also do not think we need a second. Okay, hold on. I know I'm changing things at this point, and I'm making the floor plan even bigger, which is probably a really bad idea, but I kind of want it to be a bit more uneven. So I could go like this, you know? This is going to be risky for the floor plan. I'm not going to lie. I am taking risks with how many rooms and stuff I'm trying to squish in here, but let's see if we can make it work. For the doors inside, I think I'm just going to go for like cheap white doors. I think if we have the door over here, we can have yeah, I think that should work for the bathroom. It's not ideal to have this shape of bathroom and have the door over there, but I think we'll manage. And then this can be the second bedroom, and this can be the third bedroom. And then we have all the doors kind of like next to each other. I'm debating whether I want to move this over one. Like we can quite easily do that with the floor plan. It won't look weird on the outside if we do it like that. The reason being, then I can actually have all the doors in kind of that small little hallway, because I kind of like, maybe even because it's such a tiny house, like it feels like maybe a very small, more traditional house. We could close that off and have it be like actually a little separate hallway with all the doors that go into the main bedroom, the bathroom, and the nursery. This is going to be the living space. I want to have preferably maybe something like this going into the living space. I think if we really wanted to, we could even have a separate toilet over there, because my bathroom is not super big. So like, what if we do a separate toilet? Again, I might be overreaching by a lot with what I think I can spend on this house at this point. I'm not gonna lie. I am definitely pushing it at this point. Let's actually start with adding some lights and some flooring and wallpaper and stuff, and then from there see what I can actually make. Okay, I have placed windows and I have placed wallpaper everywhere. It is definitely gonna be a starter home. Obviously, that's something I guess we cannot really escape. I don't know what I was expecting, thinking that I could escape it, but I don't think there is any way that I could have escaped it. Actually, I think I want to do these hardwood floors outside, but this is what I have right now. So when you come in, there's a little hallway. We can add like some clutter in here. That's going to be a toilet without a sink, I think, because there's not going to be any space for a sink. Then if your sim comes in, this is going to be the living space. You can go straight into the kitchen, which I think will have like the kitchen kind of going around this wall and then having the dining table over here. This is the main parents' bedroom, big bathroom, which is going to have the bath and everything. I just realized I'm missing floor here. And this is going to be the kids' room or like nursery or something, which maybe I'm not going to decorate too much depending on how much budget we have left. And then I want to add a little bit of like some things to do on the outside, maybe. I'm not sure yet. And then I 100% want to make sure that I actually have some landscaping, but we can do that with debug for sure. I'm thinking now, should I extend the roof like this? Like that does make it uneven, but at the same time, that does give us a little bit more space to work with, maybe for something like a chess table. The reason I'm thinking about this is specifically because I think when you're starting out with the game, it is going to be super useful to have skill building items. So if anything, I'm going to try to prioritize anything we can have for like skill building and stuff instead of decoration. So I'm gonna get started with the kitchen because I think appliances in this game tend to come quite expensive. We'll probably use cheap appliances where we can. I'm not sure if we're gonna have actual like money to do all the counters and everything, but I'm just gonna run with potentially the cheapest of the cheapest everywhere and kind of see how far we get. I don't think the darkest kitchen is going to look good. I might actually go for that one. And now I'm going to have to figure out... See, so the thing is, like, kitchen cabinets like this are very expensive. So what I'm doing right now might be a mistake, but I think it looks really cute. So I'm just going to go for what I can afford in the beginning. And then if we're going to have to, like, cut down on things, I might change back and like kind of revert my decisions, if that makes any sense. Ooh, a black sink with a copper tap actually looks really pretty. I think it would make sense if we have the stove over here. We're just gonna go, see, that's the thing. I'm just gonna mix cheaper appliances with like maybe some more counters to still make it look full. So this is gonna be 2 Sims and potentially a kid. So I don't think we actually need a really large table. So let me see. This is just the cheapest table we have in game. So I might just go for that. I'm gonna have to figure out how to place it. I think if I place it like this, your Sims can walk around it if I just add 4 chairs. And then in terms of chairs, I want to add chairs that look nice and fun, but aren't expensive. So these definitely look too much like school chairs. I just added them and I was like, nope, I don't think that works. But we have these from City Living. which are actually very nice, and they're only 45, which I think looks pretty cute. Then again, I'm just gonna add like minimal clutter to this, but I want to try to add a little bit of clutter just so it doesn't look so empty, because that's the thing that I normally really hate when you play in like a starter home, is that everything feels so empty when you're just there with a new family. So I'm just gonna try to add like little bits and bobs to make everything feel a little bit more lively. Things like plants and stuff can also really help in this, I think. But again, it all depends on how much money we're gonna have. I do feel like that's a cute light to hang over in the kitchen. Okay, I think that's our kitchen for now. We're halfway through the budget. Okay, this is proving to be a challenge already. Typically, if you want this to be playable, you're gonna need a shower and a bathtub. But the shower tub combos are so expensive that I kind of don't think I can afford to add that. So this is why it is, I think, also a really good idea to add the, wow, I can speak, to actually add the toilet separately, because that means that I don't have to squish in a toilet into that bathroom as either. So let's just go like this. I know the toilet roll is expensive. I know also people will come for me if I don't have one. Then let's go for the cheapest sink and the cheapest mirror. And maybe we can add the little caddy. That might be too expensive, but I want to try it anyway. And then a bath mat, which is again probably going to be too expensive, but I want to try it anyway. Okay, that's pretty cute. Okay, so we have that part. Then let's actually get a double bed, because those can also be quite expensive, but we definitely need a double bed if there's two Sims living here. I don't want to go for like the used futon from City Living, because the quality is actually terrible. I feel like this comfort relief, stress relief, and energy, this is going to be a much better bed. And I also do feel like it fits the vibes of the house quite well. So let's go for that one. I think it would be nice to get a dresser or at least a mirror in here. That one is 204. Oh, they're so much more expensive. That's actually wild. Okay, then I guess we're just gonna go for the one from Tiny Living, because that's the cheapest of all. And then again, a mirror is gonna be really useful. We technically already have a mirror in the bathroom, so that's like something that I could potentially remove if I didn't have enough space. I could also play around with how I lay out this room a little bit more. No, I do think actually having the wardrobe over there, I'm just trying to make sense with the door over here. Like, how can I make it so that it's not too busy? We're just gonna add a cheap mirror in here. I purposely went for quite a busy wallpaper so that if I don't end up doing any art on the wall, it's not gonna feel really empty. I'm just sizing up this rectangle rug from the Lovestruck pack and kind of adding it underneath a bed like this, because I think that is cute. I would really like to have side tables, but then again, I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to afford that. We could go for the simpler round ones. I guess those are not too expensive. And then let's at least make sure that we have some flowers in here. I feel like that already makes a big difference. And on the bedroom, okay, I know curtains are usually relatively expensive, but I think on the bedroom, it's gonna make a big difference if we do have some curtains, actually. That can almost be the wall decoration. We could go for yellow side tables. That kind of brings in the yellow. Okay, I like that. I think that's really cute. I am not really liking the color of this. I might go for the lighter wood one. That's cute. Hold on, I have an idea. Is the mirror that goes on the wall, that's 150. That's 70. Okay, that is quite a lot more expensive, but it's very tempting to do it anyway. Then to go for like a plant in the corner, because I like that more. I think that's pretty cute. And then we definitely need a better light in here. That one isn't too expensive, and I think that works. Okay, so that's the kitchen and one of the bedrooms down. And I have 8K left. I think we're getting somewhere. I don't think this looks super ugly. Oh, and I also did the bathroom. Okay, this is actually going way better than I anticipated. But I shouldn't say that too early, I guess. Let's actually see. I would like to have something in the hallway. Like we can add the coat rack and maybe some shoes, or like the little shoe rack. I think then that's it for the hallway. We definitely need a doormat in here. Like that's not even a question. I will add some like clutter things in case I have extra money, but I don't expect to have extra money. So let's actually see what we can add in the living room. I'm trying to figure out what the best layout is, but I think having the TV over here is going to be the best layout. And then having this as maybe like a corner with a desk, because honestly, computer is also very useful if you're just starting to play. So let's see, we have this one, which is 250, and that's also a pretty good looking desk. Then we're definitely gonna go for the cheapest computer, even though it's very ugly. We're gonna go for one of the cheaper desk chair. I would like to have a small light maybe on the desk. That could be cute. And we can go for some books on the desk because this is basically multiple skill building items close together. So I think that's pretty nice. And then let's actually get some sofas in here, or maybe just one sofa and a chair. I really like this one. It's also not the most expensive. It's definitely not the cheapest though. So maybe, I know this one got like a huge swatch overhaul, so we have way more swatches. Do I go for a yellow sofa? Considering we have a yellow door and a yellow bedding, I'm almost tempted to do that. And then we can go for like the armchair that fits with it. I don't think that's the actual armchair that's supposed to go with it, but it's yellow. So I'm kind of like, should I just? And then for a TV, I'm actually debating. I might go for like the cheap TV. I know it is not as useful. Like, your Sims probably won't get as much entertainment out of it, but we have to prioritize certain things here. Having a nice light next to it and then having a big plant. Okay, we have 5K left. So I definitely need, I'm getting to that point where I need to start watching my money, but it's also not as bad yet. Again, I don't want to cheer too early. I'm almost debating, no, that cannot scoot further into the corner, can it? I think your Sims should be able to, I feel like if I place it this close to the TV, it almost feels like it's a bit awkwardly close. I know that there is a rug. This is the point where we start getting creative, guys. There is this rug. You know what? I don't think we should go for a yellow sofa. We're gonna go for just a beige sofa. I'm gonna find a better looking chair because that one is honestly not that pretty. I'm gonna look for a yellow chair though. One that's not too expensive. We could just go for that one. Honestly, that's a really nice chair. I like that one a lot. Maybe we should just do that. And then again, I'm getting to a point where I think it's becoming important to prioritize skill building. And one of the best skills in this game is painting if you want to make money early game. So having an easel in your house is always super useful. Then also, I still need to decorate the kids' room. So let's actually start with that. And I'm thinking I want to make this into a nursery that has a crib and a infant bed so that you can like kind of continue play. This also, this set is yellow and green and I think that's just perfect. I still need a crib though. We have this one. We could add that into the parents' room. That makes so much more sense. Hold on. It makes so much more sense to have this sitting in here. I know that's annoying for gameplay though. Like I'm fully aware that if you're actually playing in this house, that would be super, super frustrating because I'm not sure if you know, but if you've ever played with a baby in your bedroom, your Sims will wake up every 5 seconds to take care of the kid. I'm just adding yellow details at this point, basically everywhere, but I think it's really cute. We can have a teddy bear in here. Then again, I would like to have curtains in this room just because I feel like it immediately adds a lot of warmth. Then I'm tempted to just use this rug again, but then maybe not the yellow one, but the white one. If this was an IRL bedroom for a kid, you'd probably never use a white rug, but it's The Sims, so we can do whatever we want. I'm trying to figure out a layout that makes it a little bit more sense, actually. I might go for this. No, I like the previous layout more, even though it wasn't like the most sensible. Do I like the white one more? Actually, I might still go for the yellow one. It's like, I'm not going to use the yellow one again, but it's just too good. Which swatches does this come in? Hold on. Does that come in a swatch that is a little bit better? No. Because now I'm like, I don't want to use the same rug twice. That also feels a little bit silly. So I could go for that. That's also like a little bit worn. Maybe that works. And then this can be the chair for the kid, like when they grow up. And this is just the sofa for the parents. I do want to have different lighting in the living room because right now I am not really a big fan of the lighting. We have that one light. Maybe I can go for the same lighting as I did in the bedroom. Just very simple. And then I want to add more skill building items. So we're going to add a chess table. Where are the chess tables? I always lose the chess tables. It might be nice to have a guitar, honestly, if we can afford it. We still have the money. A woodworking table would also be pretty great. That's like another skill when your Sim wants to get up their handiness, which especially if you're playing Rags to Riches is like a really good early game skill. We could have a little yoga mat sitting over here, maybe. Definitely want to change the color though. I like that one a lot. Okay, we're getting closer to the finished budget. Let's get that chess table. There's a couple of more things that we really need. One of them is a bin and we need a mailbox. So let's get a mailbox out here. And then I don't have chairs for the chess table yet, but I guess I could use the same ones as I used inside. At this point, I'm like genuinely wondering, did I just stay within budget? Does that mean I can start like doing some cutesy deco? We still need a bin. Hold on. Oh, wait, no. know, I also wanted to add some garden planter boxes, and I preferably need a bin in the kitchen itself too. Hold on. See, this is what always happens. I'm like, oh my God, I'm doing so well. And then I realized I actually forgot like half of the things I needed to add. Let's have a bin over there and then a bin outside just over there. And then the chest table can actually go like that. Do I like that? I prefer to have it like this, to be honest, but then I'm not sure if that works with the bin. We could also just add the bin over here, just like actually outside. The landscaping is going to be 90% debug. I think I have 8 simoleons to spend right now. And then I'm going to have to do landscaping 100% with debug. Let's see. If I get a chimney, how expensive is it? Okay, those are way more than 8 simoleons. What can I add for 8 simoleons? Surely there must be something. That's 20. Okay, that's 10. I think this is going to be in clutter. If it's anywhere, it's probably going to be a clutter item. That's 5. Sunscreen is 8 simoleons. Toothpaste, that's already 10. Okay, so we have sunscreen or toothpaste. I did it. I actually did it. I made a house that is exactly 20K. It has everything for 2 Sims and a baby. It has skill building, like plenty of skill building items actually. All I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that this house is actually like landscaped around it, but that should be easy with debug because debug is completely free. So I can make sure that there's like some trees and plants and everything growing. And then that's it. Your sim actually has an exactly 20K simoleon house. I'm going to do the landscaping and then we're going to do like a final tour around of the build and what it looks like. Okay. I think I did it. I landscaped everything and I think it turned out pretty cute. I added like a small tree in the front and a bigger tree in the back. I added like a bunch of bushes around it. I think the last thing I want to do is just add like a little bit of train paint here and there just to give it like that little bit of shading. So just it looks like a bit more lived in. Let's actually go for a bit of a darker one even around the bushes, just so that the landscaping like actually looks a bit more alive. And then I think we have it. We have our 20K home for 20K subscribers. That amount just absolutely blows me away. I want to say thank you again. I've been doing YouTube on this channel for 3 years now. In the meantime, I started streaming on Twitch. I started making TikToks. I started a whole second YouTube channel about productivity and like healthy lifestyle and stuff. And so much has happened and I cannot believe that we hit this milestone. This is such an incredible milestone. I remember saying to myself, I'm not sure if I would ever even get to the path where I can believe I can reach the 100K, which is when you get your beautiful YouTube plaque. And I think at this point we might be able to do it. Like I know 20K is a long way from 100K, but this is the first time that I'm actually thinking that what I'm doing here might potentially like lead to something like that. And I am not intending on stopping anytime soon. I have so many fun ideas for YouTube videos. Let me know in the comments down below if there's anything you would like to see from my channel. Like this, I feel like is a good moment to check in with you guys as well. Is there anything that you would like to see from my channel? Anything you're missing? Anything that you've been waiting for me to make? Feel free to let me know. And this is the official celebration, this beautiful 20K home, which actually, okay, Sims, can we not glitch out now? You're kind of like messing my moment here. Thank you. This house turned out pretty cute for a starter home. Like I would genuinely play here. I know technically if you play here with your Sims, I mean, if you start with 2 Sims, you actually should be able to buy this house, including the lot, because this is only a 20 by 15 lot. It's pretty small, but it has everything you need. At this point, I'm genuinely convinced that I must have forgotten something because it almost felt like too easy to make a house that actually didn't look ugly and it still looked quite cozy for a starter home. Let me know in the comments down below if I again forgot like, I don't know, windows or a door or something. I have been known to do challenges and just completely forget things. Please call me out on it if I did, but I'll put this on the gallery so that you guys can download it as well if you want to play here. And I think that concludes the video. Again, thank you so much. If you're not subscribed to my channel and this is your first time seeing it, do you want to help me on that road to 100K? Feel free to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. If you like this video, please toss it a cheeky like because it does really help the video get to more people. And with all of that being said, thank you all so incredibly much for watching and subscribing all this time along, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye everyone.